what is the limitations of IDE? Now, Selenium, yes, Selenium is only for web-based applications. Selenium is strictly for web-based applications. Now, limitations of Selenium IDE is it can run the test only on Firefox. You cannot write any programming logic into the script like looping statements or conditional statements. Nothing can be done. Selenium IDE can execute scripts created in Celinese. Celinese is nothing but what you see on that Selenium IDE is Celinese script. You cannot write scripts in any other language. It is difficult to use Selenium IDE for checking complex test cases involving dynamic content. Suppose if the link is coming dynamically or if the page is changing dynamically, in such cases Selenium IDE cannot be used. So basically Selenium can only automate an application that is displayed on a browser. So I'm getting repeated questions, can it automate Java applications or .NET applications? I'm simply telling you this way, Selenium can automate only the applications that are displayed on the browser. That can be developed in any language, but the application has to be used by using a browser. Now, so these are the disadvantages of Selenium IDE. So in order to overcome this, there is something called as Selenium RC. Now, previously we were using Selenium RC. Now there is one more technology called WebDriver. So the purpose of Selenium RC as well as the purpose of WebDriver are both are same. What they help you to do is, it's a solution for cross-browser testing. Okay, it is a solution for doing cross-browser testing. So here in Selenium RC, we can create the script in any language like Java, PHP, Python. Okay, please refrain from posting questions. I'll give you my email ID. You can please send me your questions later at the end of the session because we have very limited time. Lots of people. I want to ensure that I cover the flow. Please, I'll have a separate session for questions. So Selenium IDE will help me to, Selenium RC will help me to generate the script in various other languages. So here I'm going to use, so for using Selenium IDE, there are certain prerequisites. There are certain prerequisites for using Selenium IDE. They are the prerequisites for using Selenium RC. 1. Java should be installed on your machine. 2. You will need an Java IDE like Eclipse, NetBeans, etc. 3. You need some jar files. They are 1. Selenium server jar, 2. You need JUnit jar. These files can be downloaded from internet. You can simply go to Google and type it. You will get the latest one. 3. There is something called as TestNG. TestNG is a framework for automating Selenium test cases. Then 4. I need Selenium Java jar. So for the sake of saving time, I have already downloaded these jar files and kept it in my machine. For the sake of saving time, I have already downloaded all these 4 jar files: JUnit jar, Selenium jar, Selenium server jar, and TestNG jar. So for sake of saving time, I have already downloaded and kept this file. Now let us see how to create the, or how to use the Selenium. So what we have done is, now I'll go to the process once again. So this is the process. So what we did was, we recorded the test scripts in IDE. Now what we will do is, we will take the scripts from IDE into TestNG remote control or JUnit WebDriver. This TestNG remote control is the earlier version. This is also called as Selenium 1. This JUnit WebDriver is the latest technology used for creating scripts. This is called as Selenium 2. Okay, so whatever script was created with Selenium IDE will be ported to the TestNG remote control. So we will see how to do that. So for that, I have already told you that we would need a Selenium Java IDE, right, like Eclipse. Now this is what is an Eclipse. Okay, this is an Eclipse. So Eclipse is used for developing Java projects or Java code. So whatever code was present in the Selenium IDE, I will be taking that script. We have already created the script in Selenium Selenium IDE. So that script will be, that script, it is actually in, when we use Selenium IDE, the script that gets generated is usually in Celinese command. It's a Celinese script. It is not Java. We will convert that script into Java, put it in Eclipse, and run the code from Eclipse. Now see how to do that. Take down the steps. Anyway, I will send you the PPT at the end of the course. I will, all the people who have registered with this webinar will receive the PPT. You can go ahead with that. Now, file, new, Java project. So I am creating a Java project now. Let me say the project name is webinar. Just for the sake of understanding, click next and say finish. So we have created a project. So under the project, so in order to run Selenium code, as I have already told you, that we require these one, this is not required, this. So if you are running the code using TestNG technology, you require these 4 jar files. Okay, these 4 jar files have to be added to our project location. Okay. I will do only Java coding, no C# in this training. This we are doing with C# Java alone. Okay. So what I do is, here on the project, we right click, new folder. We will create a folder called LIB. Okay, we are creating a folder called LIB. Inside this folder, we will be putting all our jar files. So this folder is basically here. See, what we have done is, this is the place where I have my code, right? Webinar is a project. Yeah, you can do the coding in C#, but this class is going to be in Java. So this is our LIB folder that we created. So here I put all the jar files. I have put all the 4 jar files. Now what I do is, I'll come back to Eclipse and then I will say refresh. Now you can see all these 4 jar files here. So what we did was we created a project, we created a folder called lib and we pasted all the code inside that. Now what we will do is we will configure these jar files in the build path. That is, when the code is getting compiled, it requires these jar files. So we are going to tell Eclipse, when you are compiling the code, use these 4 jar files. So we have to add these jar files to the build path. So right click on the project, build path, configure build path, libraries, add jars. So here we are having those jar files. So we will put all these jar files into our project. Okay. Now all these jar files are added. You can see under the referenced libraries. So first step, create a project. Second step, create an lib folder. Put all your code into that. Put all your jar files into that. Then add that to your build path. Add that to your build path. There's something called build path. So you'll be adding this to the build path. Then what you do is, this is the src folder, which is nothing but the source folder. So we will have the code under the source folder. So what we do is, we right click on the src folder. We create a package, new package. I'm creating a package called some package name. Under the package, we are going to create the test script. The test script is nothing but a Java file. It's a normal Java class file. Okay. So right click on the project, new. There is something called normal class. Yes, you have to download Java Eclipse. So there is something called as normal class. Don't use this class. You go to other. There is something called testng. So you select testng class. Don't use normal class, use testng class. And then here I'm going to say tc_001. Right? Now I have created a Java class. So what I did, now again reiterating the steps, create a project, create a folder called lib, put all your code, put all your jar files into it, configure your build path. Under the src folder, create a package, and under the package, create a testng class. Okay. Now we will see how to run, how to create the code. Now going back to the Eclipse again, HTTP examples, the same site I am taking. What I do is I go to tools, Selenium IDE, I am creating a script. Programming, C#, search, C# programming, add to the shopping cart, click here to purchase. I come back to the home page. Now here it has created a script. This script can run only in Firefox. You cannot apply any logic. But now this script, whatever it has generated, this is called a Celinese format. Celinese format. Now what I will do is I will convert this script into Java. See how to do that. File, export test case as JUnit remote control. Sorry, testng remote control. We are using testng framework. So I'm going to say Java testng remote control. And then I'm going to say test1.java. Test1.java. So the code is created. Now I will close this. Here if I just go to my documents, I can see that Java code. Right click, open with WordPad.